likes up. Get them likes up. Get them
Yeah.
likes up. Get them likes up.
Get them
Get them
likes up,
likes
man.
up. Get them likes up.
You know what I'm talking
Get them
about?
likes up. Get them, yeah.
Yeah.
Get them likes up. 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 Up.
Already say, welcome to another episode of Spinning the Block Media. I'm your host, Derek Demure. DJ Designs is probably running a little late. Carlyon Stephon is not in this week. She'll be back next week. But say, we're going to get it cracking. You know what I'm talking about? Because, man, we got a lot to talk about tonight. But like we always do about this time, today's episode is brought to you by Hughes BOA and D's Totally Tees. Okay, both black-owned businesses, you know what I'm talking about. Hughes BOA just made a Houston drop, so go check it out, man. Hughes BOA, www.hughesboa.com. You can check out D's Totally Tees on Facebook, DJ Designs on Instagram, and also on YouTube. Get at that boy if you need anything custom. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're about to jump into it, man, and say we're gonna start off with politics, right? We're gonna do a little politicking today, man, because you know, it's a long list of things we gotta go down, so we're gonna get the politicking out the way so we can get to the good stuff. You know what I'm talking about? But we're gonna start off with leaked audio of Trump saying he told Putin that he would bomb Moscow and he told Xi that he would bomb Taiwan. This was in his first administration. If either one of them tried to go in and like take over Ukraine or Taiwan, which they didn't when he was on deck. But this clip is just surfacing, and to me, it could start some whole other shit. But let's get into the clip, man.
Very strong conversation with President Putin, and he understood, and I won't go into the great details of the conversation because nobody has to know that, but I will tell you, it never, ever would have happened.
I don't want to say it, but did they fear me? I suspect they did.
To Putin, I said, if you go in to Ukraine, we're going to bomb the shit out of Moscow. I'm telling you, I have no choice. The public wants it. The public. So he goes like, I don't believe you. He said, no way, and I said, way. And then he goes like, I don't believe you, but the truth is he believed me 10%. And I told you this, he believed me 10%. Then I'm with President Xi of China, but I said the same thing to them. I said, if you go into Taiwan, I'm going to bomb the shit out of Beijing. He thought I was crazy. He said, Beijing, you're going to bomb Beijing. I said, I have no choice. I got to bomb them. We're going to bomb Beijing. And he didn't believe me either, except 10%. And 10% is all you need. In fact, 5% would have been okay too.
See, the reason I have a problem with this is because Trump is a sitting president right now. You don't want stuff like this getting out from a sitting president. You know what I'm saying? That go DJ Designs in the house, baby. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, guys?
What's the deal?
Duty always called, but I'm here.
Already, that's what's up. Yeah, I told him you was probably running a little bit late, but I was on the subject. I'm just on the first subject of Trump telling Putin and Xi that he would bomb Beijing and he would bomb Moscow. And I said the reason I think it's a bad look for us is because he's the sitting president right now, right? It would be different if another president was in office and this leaked. But with him being in office, we just got through bombing Iran. The trade war that we're having with China right now, you know what I mean? The war that's going on in Ukraine, I think it's just a bad look, but it's audio to come out of our sitting president saying what he told them his last time in office. Because the last thing we want Russia and China to do is join forces against us. And of course, they're going to bring North Korea with them.
I mean, I could definitely see that. If it was any other country, I can definitely see how it could be a bad look. They talking about they're going to do some harm to somewhere in the United States. But at the end of the day, we are the rulers of the world, the USA. So we just keeping it real. Trump just keeping it real. You heard some stuff that was supposed to be behind doors. It didn't happen. So whoever he's threatening about this stuff, it didn't happen. It was behind closed doors. It probably was a strategic move that may have happened. So basically, I feel like if you these other countries, come on now, you just said some stuff about United States behind closed doors too. So it could be a bad look, but don't stop doing what we got already in the works with Russia. We got this alliance going on, a semi-alliance going on. It's like, don't stop. Don't let this deter our relationship, because at the end of the day, we are the big dogs. And if you want to go there with it, we're going to take it there. So let's just sweep this under the rug and keep it 100.
I'm sure there's been conversations about conversations that she or Putin has had about the United States behind closed doors, but that's not getting leaked. Okay, their parliamentary or whatever is not leaking this information, or the private citizens, because those were private citizens at Trump's Mar-a-Lago that was actually taping this conversation between them. I mean, who does that? It's a bad look because, dude, we don't want those problems right now. I'm telling you, we do not want those problems right now. Then we'll have two superpowers on our head, not just one. And the strain that we've been putting on our allies, you know what I'm saying, as far as NATO goes, I'm not sure any of those people will want to step up and help us. The Brits, because we've been slapping tariffs on everybody. Not only that, we've been pressuring them to step up their spending in NATO. And I'm not saying that's wrong, because, we've been putting the bill in NATO for so long. But what I'm saying is, you're trying to force these countries to do all these other things. And you have to think one day, you're going to need them. And you don't want to necessarily back them with what they have going on. You out there screaming America first on a lot of this.
I can totally understand that point. Yeah, I can understand that point. But at the end of the day, it's just a strategic move that was supposed to be meant for behind doors anyways. So I just feel like the relationship shouldn't deteriorate because of that. We didn't act on it. It didn't get acted upon. Let's keep our relationship that we have. Let's keep it going strong. Because other than that, you saying that America don't want these problems, but I'm pretty sure everybody don't want no problems with America too.
It's just, I think if it go awry, if it goes sideways, that could be potential start of World War III. That's what I think, because Putin already itching to use a nuclear weapon. Iran is itching to use a nuclear weapon if they have one on us that can reach the United States, and we know North Korea want to hit us. So I'm just saying, like, stuff like that, I don't think it's a good look for it to be getting out, man. All right, so on that note, Trump isn't the only one that's targeting people. Carnival Cruise Lines, people feel like they're targeting black people right now.
Carnival Cruise Line has just updated their rules for its guests to follow, and according to some, the new guidelines directly target black passengers. See, in the new rules, they talk about enforcing curfews for minors, as guests 17 and under must be out of public areas by 1 a.m., unless accompanied by an adult 21 years or older. The new rules also ban speakers, radios, handheld fans, as earphones are the only device allowed. Smoking and illegal narcotics like marijuana was specifically singled out and labeled as prohibited.
They're basically getting rid of boots on the ground. I don't know why that song bothers people so much, but that's very, very weird. Secondly, now they're saying just within the last 24 to 48 hours that they're no longer playing rap music on Carnival Cruise. Like,
before y'all get on here talking about they racist, they hate black people. No, they hate niggas.
They hate niggas.
That's what they hate. I hate them too. They hate niggas. That's exactly what it is. And y'all don't know how to handle yourselves. Y'all get on here, get drunk, get to fighting, being disruptive, disturbing all the other passengers. That's all it is. Like, y'all act like y'all have no fucking home training. Like, everywhere don't have to be a party. Some people pay for this shit just to simply relax.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, but I want to hear your thoughts. DJ.
Yeah, I mean Carnival. Yeah, so Carnival is basically it seems like they criminalizing the black the way that we do things, just the black existence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we smoke a lot of weed. You know what I'm saying? We like to listen to our music loud. We got the speaker walking around. We pay to have a good time. So I feel like if we can't go on a cruise and have a good time, what's the problem? But I mean, it's just a lot that can be said here. It's like you taking away rap music. So if you're gonna take away rap music, take away country music. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to Beethoven. Let's listen to some classical composers if that's the case. Because it seems like you're only taking away the fun stuff that we do on the cruise. And boots on the ground ain't even black music. That's like some line dance and stuff. We can't even line dance no more. But the other coaches can get on the deck drunk at all types of times in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious. But the way that they live and have their fun is not going to be stigmatized. So it's just like Carnival, you're going to lose a whole section of people that spend that money when we get there, just because you want to adhere to your lighter skinned folks. I don't think that's cool, bro.
Well, I don't think it's targeted at just black people because it's little white kids that be running around after 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, black people usually make their kids go to sleep before the end, or they not up running around the boat. From what I've seen when I've taken cruises, like little black kids aren't necessarily running around the boat. It's usually the white kids. Now, as far as line dancing and stuff goes like that, I think they're more so targeting the fans because popping them fans is crowded. You can maybe hit somebody in the eye and injure them or something like that. So I think that they're more so targeting the fans and not the music. As far as not the line dancing. As far as the rap music, I think they're targeting it because they feel like that leads to violence, right? Country music doesn't promote violence like rap music does. And then you want to talk about the word Nigga. I mean, that's full in rap music. So why would you be playing that on the boat unless you're playing the clean version of it? Because now we say we don't want anybody but black people using that word. So I mean, if everybody out there having fun get drunk, of course that word is gonna be getting spewed, right? So why not cut out the rap music, man? Why not play something that's family friendly for everybody? And if you're gonna play rap music, hey, play the clean version, right? As far as implementing policies for not smoking weed, hey, I say if you can do it in a orderly fashion, if you can do it, if you can privatize it, be discreet with it, then do it in the comfort of your own room. Get a balcony room so you can go out there, you can blow, but just don't come around everybody smelling like a pound of weed, a pound of that herb. That's what I say. You have any rebuttal to that?
I mean, at the end of the day, it just feels like being worried about what other people got going on. You talking about rap music promotes violence. People are grown. You know what I'm saying? If you let rap music hype you up, then that's a problem because country music promotes drunkenness and violence itself. You know what I'm saying? I've heard some of the most worst country songs about violence. You know what I'm saying? Dude said he sat there and watched a man die because he killed a man or something. But all I'm saying to say is this: you're taught people is trying to cut out the things that we do to get on these carnivals and have fun. We're on vacation. This ain't no business trip. If you want to be on a business trip, hey, get yourself a private yacht. At the end of the day, these are pretty much party buses. They've been sold to us as party buses. Bruh, let us go out there and turn up and have fun. Y'all just mad because the way we turn up. Why y'all worried about what we do and do what y'all do? You know what I'm saying? If you got a room with a balcony, put your headphones on. But right now, I'm vibing.
Because when you
Where's
up
Shad
there
at?
fight, when you up there fighting and stuff, it's leading. It's you making other customers uncomfortable. They don't want to. They don't want to book anymore. And yes, we know Carnival Cruise Lines has become like the sole cruise line where a bunch of black people, are booking cruises and getting on there. But it's a way to have fun, man. And I mean, you've seen the videos. I've seen the videos. People fighting before they even get on the cruise line. People fighting in the cruise on the cruise line. You know what I mean? So I just think that targeting that to try to ease some of that frustration and tension that be going on. I don't even know why those people be fighting in the first place. You know what I mean? You should have left that animosity at home
I
if you're
mean,
talking about booking a cruise to have a good time.
at the end of the day, it's a no-brainer that these stipulations are going towards black people. It's a no-brainer. A blind person can look at this, hear the rules, and understand that this is going towards black people. Be a little more discreet, or do it from both sides of the spectrum, because it's not fair, and we won't be supporting you with our dollars if you're going to continue to just single us out when we're not the only ones doing that. You know what I'm saying? People go missing on the boat all the time. You think it's because of us? You might need to put some more tactics or something on there and figure out what them people doing on the boats. But y'all worried about the little small things that's harmless to those who aren't really involved, instead of things that could be harmful to those who really are. And these white people be drunk, these other ethnicities just be drunken and out their mind drunk the whole time. Anyways, they're disrespectful, they're rude, their customer service sucks when they're drunk. Let's be for real. There's other things that we could stigmatize too.
Look, you know they gonna single us out. You know they gonna put us at the forefront of everything. So why not get on there and act civilized? Why not get on there and act with some class? Why get on there and act like they expect you to act? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you there to have
That's
fun,
just
but also that's a what? Stigmatism?
no. That's
No,
the
that's how
same
they
thing.
expecting you to
The
act.
same thing. That's the same thing Charlemagne said about Diddy. Diddy can't do what rich white men do, and it's just like you guys giving these people a pass and turning a blind eye, and it's not even affecting y'all. But when we do something, any of a small magnitude of that, it's just so downright just horrific. It's like if you're gonna, it's like just like in basketball. If you're gonna call that foul, call it every time on everybody.
Y'all on my neck tonight. You and Joe tag teaming me. She in the comments and you and you online. Let's read some of her comments that she done posted. Saying, hell, they rented private yachts for a great
Yeah, go ahead and
price.
drop some of them comments.
Other races have far too. They just show a small portion. They always gonna, put us at the forefront. Looking like Target Junior about to boycott them too.
I'm saying.
What else did she say? Oh, that's it. But yeah, that's what's up.
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody, both opinions can be true. It's just when it make it this blatantly obvious. It's the only thing that gets me. I can play, but it's just not fair when you put a hand behind my back and let this other person dribble with both his hands. It's like, damn.
I get it. I get it. I mean, I see y'all point of view. I'm sticking to my guns though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, black people need to get out there and act a little more civilized a lot of the times. So, but I know you getting on there, you paying your money, you want to enjoy yourself, but you have to be courteous of other people too. That's all I'm saying, right? But what's going down in other news is the Epstein files, man. First, Trump said he was going to release the Epstein files. Now, him and his DOJ are saying there are no Epstein files.
Overnight, the FBI and Justice Department releasing 11 hours of footage they say helps confirm notorious financier Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in his Manhattan jail cell in 2019, awaiting his sex trafficking trial. According to a memo detailing the findings, investigators found the video showed no one entering the area in the overnight hours before Epstein was found unresponsive. But perhaps the biggest bombshell, investigators say they found no incriminating client list of Epstein's, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, and no evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. For years, Epstein has been at the center of conspiracies surrounding both his death and a rumored client list allegedly used to blackmail powerful men. Attorney General Pam Bondi, back in February, was asked if the Justice Department intended to release a list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Bondi saying this.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Sources tell ABC News there was a fiery confrontation between Attorney General Pam Bondi and Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino, and that Bongino has told allies he may resign.
Yeah,
man. Come on now.
Go ahead. You got the floor.
So how you gonna say that? Oh, we're gonna release the list, and just when I get in office, but then come out and say, oh, there is no list. The people are not dumb. Come on now, you're just trying to. Now you playing with the American people. When you playing with other people, I don't be tripping. But when you playing with the American people, it's like, what is you doing, Trump? We're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might seem like your boy Elon Musk came out and said it's going to show you in a bad light. So now you don't want to put it out. But I noticed with Trump, like, when you ask him questions that hit hard and that are adversary to his point, he always just like either doesn't acknowledge it or he just make you out to be the bad person. Like when the lady this week asked him about the flood in Texas and how some of the people in position didn't alert the community quick enough, and he was just like, oh, you're an evil person for asking that question. I'm like, I'm a Trumper, but dang, she can't have an opinion. So it's just like, with this situation,
yeah, go ahead.
Man,
go ahead.
I was about to tie it all together. I was about to tie it all together, and I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, I mean, you know,
Sorry,
Trump.
guys.
That's your boy. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the same time, he knew he wasn't ever going to release those Epstein files or that client list because he knew he was on it. Even if he didn't do anything wrong, it didn't look right for a sitting president to release something that he was on, and the flight logs could probably attest that he had flown to that island more than once, even though he's saying now that he had no dealings with Epstein in decades, right? So this is why they suppressed it, and this is why I have a problem with presidents being able to cherry pick who they put in positions of power at the DOJ and the FBI. It's because this man has a whole team that's not loyal to the American public. They're loyal to him, right? They're loyal to his base. So that's where their loyalty lies, and they're gonna do anything to make him save face, right? They're not gonna put anything out that's blasphemous or that would destroy his presidency. They're gonna make it look like, hey, everything is on the up and up, from the doctors to the FBI to Pam Bondi, the head of the DOJ. All these people. It's just a corrupt administration. That's it. But this is his last 4 years, right? So unless by some miracle, J.D. Vance, who I don't think he dumb enough. I mean, not dumb enough. I don't think he's smart enough to run the country. So I don't think he's smart. I don't think he could even win a primary. But yeah, this is Trump's last 4 years. So I'm expecting after he leaves, a lot of things are going to be coming out that this administration tried to hide.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think he's doing a good job as a president goes. Because the Epstein files, if that's the case, this was before presidency, so I don't see how we can equate the two. But presidency wise, I feel like he's really doing a good job. Like a businessman, he's doing businessman moves. I really don't see. I can't stand his presidency. But when you playing with the American people, Trump, you gotta do better. You could have just been like, you know what, I'm not gonna release the files now. But when you try to come out and play with our mental and say there is no files, that's when I gotta look at you with the side eye, like, all right, bro, now you on that bullshit that everybody been saying that you've been on. You know what I'm saying?
Obama
But I
definitely
mean,
couldn't
at
have
the end
got
of the day,
away.
we're not dumb. We know that oh no, Obama would have been ate up in the media right now. We know there's a list, but you know what I'm saying? We'll let time do his talking.
We also know that Epstein didn't kill himself. I don't care what this video shows. This video, this has been years. They could have been released this video, right? Why you just releasing it now? That video could have been doctored. I'm pretty sure it probably was doctored. That's where I'm at with it. Because I do not believe anything that's coming out of these people's mouths right now at all. They'll say corrupt politicians, he didn't give a fuck now.
I mean, that it very much.
Go ahead.
My bad. It very much so could be doctored. I said it very much so could be doctored, but I'm gonna believe it because at the end of the day, Epstein was in a very peculiar place to be. He's used to having these amenities. He's used to taking off. He even had a bag ready to go ghost with diamonds and different passports and different names and stuff. He's used to being on top. So even just being in that cell for as long as he was, it's just. I mean, rich white men do it just because they start making less than $1 million. They'll do it to themselves. So for him to be at the bottom like that, it probably just it came over it and he hung himself. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. I feel like he cracked under the pressure because he wasn't used to that situation, and he knew what was gonna come.
So the Epstein list ain't the only problem that's going on right now. Americans in Mexico are facing backlash because Mexicans feel like they should speak the language if they're going to come over there and work and drive up the prices of everything. Oh, it ain't no audio to this. Y'all could just read the captions. I forgot. I took the audio out because it was speaking in Spanish, and how many Spanish speaking subscribers do we have? As a matter of fact, bringing up subscribers, say if y'all came in, go ahead and hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Or hit that follow button, depending on which platform you're on. Okay, so get them likes up, man, and get them subs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're on YouTube, just subscribe. Appreciate you. We're here every day at every Sunday at 7:30, and catch us on TikTok at Spinning the Block Media. We'll be going live throughout the week. You know what I'm saying, on individual topics itself. But
Yeah. So,
for this one,
what was you saying?
go ahead. Go
Now,
ahead.
I was asking you, what's your take on this? The Mexicans rioting in their home country because not only tourists but people from America are coming over there and they're working remotely in Mexico, which is driving up, the price of rent, the price of food, and things like that. But their jobs are in America, and they basically doing the same things that Mexicans are doing over here, right? Uh, by sending that money back to America or spending their money in America, but they're working in Mexico. So Mexicans are saying, hey, if you're going to come over here and work and stuff, instead of speaking English, you need to speak our native language.
I mean, I don't feel like it's deserving of a riot at that point. But if they're raising up the prices and stuff, then I mean the people that's their economy is gonna have to raise up the wages. But I don't think it's worth a riot. But I will say it is downright disgusting to go live in someone's country for knowingly 6 months or more and not even tried to speak the language. It's just like it's like why be there if you don't even want to be amongst the people? And why would you want to know how to speak or how to understand what is being talked about around you? You're going to be there for 6 months. That's how much you don't even care, like where you at. I don't know. It just seems like a disingenuous way to be. Even when other cultures come here to America and they're like, "Oh, I've been here for 15 years, but you don't speak the language. You're not trying to speak the language." It's like, just go back to your home country then, because we ain't trying to deal with it. And I feel the Hispanics over there. They ain't trying to deal with that entitled bullshit over there with them Americans. It's like, bro, just have some dang class. In this instance, I'll say have some dang class and learn the freaking language, or at least some components of it.
But Mexico isn't the only one that feels this way about Americans, because I mean, it's like when Americans go anywhere, they say, yeah, when you come over here, you need to speak English. But then when they go somewhere else, they only want to speak English. They don't want to speak Mexican. They don't want to speak Spanish. They don't want to speak French. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to speak Italian. They want to speak English. So, I mean, if you're going to tell people when you come to America, you need to speak English, then when you go to their country, you need to try to speak their language, or at least learn some words to where you can carry on a basic conversation. You know what I mean? And not only that, don't you want to know what people are saying about you? Because they probably saying like dumb American and stuff like this. Don't you want to know those things? I mean, I know I do when I go somewhere. So I'm trying to learn at least the basic language.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's how Americans are. Yeah, exactly. Entitlement. A lot of Americans feel like they're entitled. You know what I mean? And that's something that we need to stop. So yeah, I totally get it, but Mexicans also can't come over here and do that same thing. And then when we go to Mexico, because this trend is just starting, right? Remote jobs are becoming more prevalent, so Americans are starting to move out to cheaper countries because the cost of living is a lot cheaper over there. Then they can send the money back home because it's not costing them much to live in the other country. They can send the money back home and then they can start investing and stuff like that. But you got to look at it. South American, Central American countries and people from El Salvador, Honduras. It's not just Mexicans, right? Just like the immigrant thing is not just Mexicans, but you have all those Central American countries that come over here and do the same thing. So yeah, y'all just gonna have to deal with that for a minute, I guess. But I'm all with the trying to learn more languages than just English. Doesn't hurt to have another language in your repertoire. So moving on, we get into the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we passed out basically the political stuff and the Carnival Cruise Lines thing, which was a big topic this week. But we're moving on to more serious business, man. Now, a sheriff in St. Gabriel Parish was found dead. Well, a sheriff's deputy was found dead in his home. And it was said that he was actually in a relationship with the killer, and he was also supplying him drugs to sell to the community.
The investigative unit uncovered a bombshell about what led to the killing.
The Iberville Parish Sheriff's Office confirms Captain Devin Boutte and the suspect Warren Mitchell were in a relationship that spun out of control for both of them.
The sheriff's office says Boutte was ambushed here in his home while he was sleeping. Mitchell allegedly stabbed him twice, once in the front and in the back. And investigators recovered that kitchen knife still inside Boutte when they arrived. What they also recovered inside the home that the police captain and Mitchell had been sharing, drugs. According to the sheriff's office, Boutte had been providing Mitchell with weed and meth to sell and use.
It seems to be that Boutte lost his direction through the relationship with this man. It clouded his judgment.
Sheriff Brett Stassi says he had gotten a tip about this weeks ago.
That would be our jurisdiction.
and actually asked the Attorney General's office to investigate Booty just 10 days before he was killed.
Yeah, man. So my take, I think dude was basically using the officer to get the drugs and playing this gay game like he was gay. Oh, and I also want to say shout out to the people on Rumble, man. I see y'all. Make sure y'all jump in the comments and let us know. But yeah, like I was saying, I think old boy was playing the gay games, like making like he was gay, to get these drugs and this money from this police officer. And then when it came time to pay up, old boy didn't want to pay up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to he didn't want to reciprocate. And I just think he was getting pressed. Dude was pressing him because, he was coming off the money and he was coming off the drugs. So it was time for him to get something out the deal. And I just think old boy was like, I'm not swinging that way, and ended up, hitting him twice, once in the front and once in the back.
Yeah, but for him, he might have found out the dude was a cop, or he probably knew the dude was a cop, and dude probably could have put him in a situation anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like messed up his whole little what he had going on. Because dude that committed the murder that just happened now, he was just out on bond a month ago for some type of robbery. So cop could have, had him revoked and made him do whatever real time that he was going to do anyway. So
No,
it's just the cop.
They say the cop went and bailed him out.
So the cop bailed him out.
Yeah, the cop bailed him out. He was on a $27,000 bond or something. Yeah, $27,000 bond. The cop went and bailed him out, and then told the people to see if they could drop the charges. That's why he was being investigated.
And then dude, that's why he was being investigated. And then dude, so cop probably getting suckered into some sucker shit, man. Like, who knows what's going on with this situation? But at the end of the day, if you're supposed to be walking that blue line, that's why a lot of people don't trust the blue, just to be honest. Because I hear my uncle and people say stuff all the time like, hey, he's just a man like me. He got F's up too. And it's just like, but when you put that on, you're supposed to standing about principles. When you're a teacher, you're supposed to be standing about principles. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that type of job if you ain't going to turn into Superman at it. But for him and people, I see why people don't trust the blue, because of people like that. It's just like, honey, so we can't have that faith in the blue. But when you playing both sides of the fence and you taking people to jail and you ruining people's lives, even if they get probation for 5 years, it sucks. They getting jail time for 5, 10 years, 2 to 5 years. It sucks. But you're doing the same shit and going home and partying. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I hate that duality.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, I see y'all on YouTube too, man. So y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Get up in the chat. We want to know. We want to know what y'all think, man. But as far as that go, if he wouldn't have got murked right then and there, it would have been a couple of weeks. Both of them would have ended up in jail for conspiracy charges, and old boy would have ended up in jail for him supplying him. And I guess, like you said, when we was on TikTok, he was probably supplying him out of the what's the room they call that keep the narcotics locked up in?
Oh, the evidence room.
Yeah, the evidence room.
Or he hemming people up, taking the drugs off of them.
Yeah, that's true too. And he wasn't just like a street cop. He had some rank, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but really, I think like I said at first, really, I think old boy was just going along with it because he wanted the drugs. He wanted the drugs to sell and to do. So he was just going along with the gay game. And I think when it came time for him to actually pay up and start reciprocating, he wasn't feeling it. And I just think things got out of hand, and yeah, he just ended up, like I said, hitting dude with that knife, once in the back and once in the chest. That's what I'm thinking. But
yeah, and that's what happens. That's what happens when you live that lifestyle, man.
Yeah, but on to the next. It's another police officer, man, and this time it's a 25-year-old woman that was caught up in a drug raid in New Providence.
Say it was a months-long investigation that led to the arrest of 25-year-old Destiny Vieira. Among the multiple drug charges she faces, she's accused of selling or manufacturing in the area of a school.
Just last September, Destiny Vieira took an oath to protect the city of Providence. Now Pawtucket police say she has been charged in a narcotics investigation.
Based on the seriousness of the allegations and the standards that we uphold in the Providence Police Department, this individual will not be retained by the Providence Police.
Providence Police Chief Colonel Oscar Perez says because Vieira has been on the force for less than a year, she was only a probationary officer. According to the city of Providence, her salary at the time of her arrest was around $73,000.
So when you see a young person that had the opportunity of a lifetime to make a difference, and unfortunately, you know, because of certain judgments that they make, it taints the work.
Pawtucket police say Vieira was arrested in the early hours of this morning alongside 24-year-old Jalen Lopez of Pawtucket. Both are facing multiple drug dealing and manufacturing charges. Among the accusations, that this was happening in or around a school. Pawtucket police did not immediately provide where the drug bust occurred.
It's upsetting, but I'll tell you that it does not define the dedicated work of the men and women of the Providence Police Department.
Both suspects are scheduled to be arraigned by a bail commissioner tomorrow.
Yeah, that school zone will hold you. Can't get caught with drugs inside of the school zone. They're treated like an aggravated charge.
Man, especially in Texas, don't do that. Don't do that. Guns or drugs. But Shawty just wanted to be down with the D boys, and that's the thing with these cops. I just said on the last segment, these cops paying too much of the both sides of the fence. But it's been like that. You got some money, you can pretty much buy anything you want anyways. That's how they're doing it down there in Mexico. Everybody corrupt. But over here, you just find a couple of pockets. Most of the time, it's the young ones, or it's the older ones that feel like they ain't got their just due. So it's just like, I mean, when the money coming fast, you living that life, sometimes it's just hypnotizing, like Biggie say. You know what I'm saying? But she wanted to be with the dope boys, and now she got to pay the price for it. That sucked, man.
Yeah, no doubt. She should have knew what she was getting into. I mean, look.
But
if you're getting into it to be if you want to be a cop and you want to be a corrupt cop, you got to know how to be a good corrupt cop. You know what I mean? You got to know how to do your own surveillance, man. Like, you getting tailed, you getting surveilled, and you don't even know it. You know, you're a rookie trying to get out there. Dude was probably your man. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you got the inside track on everything for y'all or for him, but instead, you got yourself caught up. Now you done lost your career. You got a record now. You know what I'm saying? So what else you gonna do besides get out there, get on the streets? Or she cute enough to get her OnlyFans up. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, she could. It's probably the next move right now. Go and get her OnlyFans.
Yeah,
she get out.
That's true. That's probably yeah, I agree.
So yeah, we ain't gonna spend too much time on that topic.
I agree, yeah. But yeah, these cops gotta do.
Oh, go ahead.
I just feel like these cops gotta do better, especially if you're gonna do it. If you're gonna do it, just, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you thought you was having a good time, but you end up getting caught up. Everything these days you're gonna get caught up with. It's just a matter of time. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be on the straight and narrow, stick to it. If you're gonna be on the underground, stick to it. There ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. And I'm out.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say we ain't gonna spend too much time on that. Shorty though, she messed up. You know what I'm saying? You messed up your career. Or a nigga that didn't have a career that's in the streets. You know, that D-boy life. So you can't do that all your life, man. You're gonna have to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just gonna be stuck. But like I said, we're not gonna spend too much time on that. It is what it is. But rapper Cash Out. You remember Cash Out?
Oh yeah.
And he is currently on trial for sex trafficking, and his I already said it. But yeah, he's currently on trial for that. And his girlfriend flipped on him. She testifying against him.
A woman took the stand in the sex trafficking trial of Atlanta rapper Cash Out. She says she was in a relationship with the rapper, whose real name is John Michael Gibson, and is listed in an indictment along with Gibson and several others facing prostitution-related charges. On Monday, she testified Gibson secluded her from loved ones while living in a Midtown condo together. The woman testified the rapper had her drive around women who were allegedly doing sex work for him, as well as collect money from those women.
I had to go to a hotel, which was the same female I picked up before. I had to go to the hotel and get the money, and there was nothing. She just opened the door and passed me the money, and then I had to take it to him. He just said she had something for me, so I went and got it and took it to him.
The woman also claimed Gibson used her photos and social media to recruit women plus clients for sex work.
I was aware that my pictures were being used, and that was told to me by someone else that my pictures were being used. So I searched it myself, and I seen my pictures were being used.
The woman told the jury she initially didn't know about Gibson's alleged dealings in prostitution.
Yo, that boy Cash Out wild, but it seemed like all these rappers go into that sex work because of their charisma, and they can get girls to do certain things, but I mean, the feds are aware of that scheme, and they making y'all pay for this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at the girlfriend for getting up and saying what she done said, because at the end of the day, you're committing a crime. And the way that she's talking about that you committed the crime, you knowingly are doing this. So it's just like, come on, and she's unknowingly getting her information being used. You committing fraud, you committing prostitution, sex acts. Damn, Cash Out, you about to really cash out on these next 4-5 years they about to have you do.
Yeah, look, I mean, you can't make a bitch your bottom bitch. She gotta wanna be your bottom bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he was basically trying to do it on the slick, taking pictures of her, posting it on online on social media to try to recruit other women. You know what I'm saying? And then having her go pick up the money from other women like he was forcing her to do it. You know, you got to be more player than that, Playboy, if that's the game you're going to try to be in. Otherwise, you know, you looking at life now, sex trafficking, they not playing with this pimp thing, man. They not playing with that. Boys is getting light. You know what I'm saying? Even when the boys is down with it, they giving them light. So, yeah, you want to play that game, man, you better be trying to play it right. Get you one that's going to be down.
Nah, for real. Like, I mean, but at the end of the day, women don't even need to pimp some more, and that's why they ain't lasting too long. Women got OnlyFans. They can sell feet pics and get crazy money. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't need you to be doing what you're doing. So you can't expect them to hold you down these days. So, I mean, pimping shit dead. Pimping Ken Ben told y'all when they turned that shit to human trafficking, Pimpin' Ken said, hold on, I don't traffic no humans now.
Yeah, really.
I might pimp, but I don't traffic no humans. So what he's saying is those charges are getting crazy. Like you just said, that lifetime, you're getting a life for this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if they down with it. Because they can say you manipulate them, like how Cassie was trying to say Diddy did them, and how Karrine trying to say Diddy might have did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, it can get real murky.
It definitely is getting murky, but somebody who is no stranger to the law and no stranger to these domestic violence claims is Tank Davis, man. And I think we need to stay on this topic right here and address this topic a little bit, because this ain't the first time for Tank. You know what I'm saying? Against the same woman.
The charge he is facing is battery with domestic violence. And you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children. That, according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her lip as he arrived to pick up his kids from her Doral home. Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis has made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic violence. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail for allegedly hitting his ex-girlfriend outside of his Parkland home, causing injuries to her face. In 2020, he was seen on video grabbing his ex-girlfriend by the throat at a celebrity basketball game. While Davis is known for his fight in the ring, it is his fight with the law that he is facing off with once again.
Fool me once, that's on you. Fool me
Yeah,
twice,
man,
that's on
Davis
you.
really out here tripping out.
Yep. Tank is really out here tripping. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I think I'm a little bit lagged, but yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, everybody's been saying this about Tank, saying he's aggressive with his women. Even Clarissa Shields said she lost respect for him when she turned around and just saw him taking off on his girl at a boxing match at all places, right there in the public. And she said she lost just respect for him after seeing that. So it's hard for me to say because Gervonta is one of them guys that I really fuck with. He kind of like the culture, you know what I'm saying? Like really, for real, like for it's either him or Deontay Wilder already for me. But to hear how this is ongoing, because I was about to say June, it's so close from June. That's like last month. I was thinking like, oh, this happened from that last incident when I saw some footage on which the girl was really overhyping that incident. And he didn't get charged for that. But they talking about this June. That's too recent, bro. It's like too many allegations on you for that. And really, Tank, don't nobody want to. Come on, bro. You too rich to be even getting out of character with your baby mamas. That's crazy. But I guess that's some scorn. Be more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
Then you a boxer though. You not. First of all, you a man. Then you're a boxer. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how mad she make you, bro. You supposed to have more self control than that. She's small, you know you can't be hitting on her. I know you small, but you stocky. You know what I'm saying? And you got some power behind you. So, you know, you just can't go around hitting on this woman, man. Especially she didn't put her hands on you. Now, granted, you know, them foreign women, whatever she is, I forgot what race she is, but they got a little mouth on her, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he probably got agitated or whatever. But if that's the case, send somebody else to pick up your kids. You don't always have to go over there to pick up your kids. You can send a family member to go over there and pick up your kids if you don't want to be dealing with it. But you're putting yourself in situations that you shouldn't be in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this could end your career or send you to jail or both. So why would you want to continue to put yourself in these situations, right? Just remove yourself from the situation. Don't keep putting yourself in it.
Yeah, that's the best way to be said right there, Demure. That's a great take. Remove yourself from the fuckery, because like Jay Z said, from a distance they can't tell who's the fool. You know what I'm saying? So remove yourself. Get you a partner. You're too rich to be going through this. It's bad for your image. It's bad for that money you could be getting. Do better, like Demure said. That's a good take on it.
I don't condone any type of domestic violence. So I do want to say, if you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, you can call 1-800-799-7233 or text begin to 88788. I just want to put out there, I think, you know, we want to be responsible and put that out there and say that, you know, we don't condone any kind of form of sexual violence. And if you need help, please just go back and call that number that I just called out. So just want to be a little sincere here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So
because it happens. Dr. Umar said like it happens way too often in our community, but we only call it out when it's the rich people like Diddy and Cassie. But it happens, and people will go back and be homeboys and friends with them, and it's just way too often that black men lay their hands on black women, and vice versa.
Speaking of Diddy,
they got a hitting problem in the community, and everybody. So it's like let's do better.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we need to do better in the black community, especially. Hey, but speaking of Diddy, Superhead, who is also known as Karrine Steffans, who is also known as Superhead, says she's not so sure that Diddy didn't violate her.
Do you actually ever have any kind of sexual relationship at all then?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you actually have any kind of sexual relationship with Diddy at all?
No, Diddy and I did not. No, well, not to my knowledge.
So, what do you mean by that?
Not to my knowledge. I don't. Honestly, I'm questioning a lot of things right now.
Well, you think?
So not to my knowledge. No, I don't think anything right now. I just not to my knowledge because honestly.
That's a very strange response, though, to not remember whether you did or not.
Yeah, isn't it? It is. Yeah, it is. Because honestly, Pierce, before I went through my text, again, I hadn't read Confessions in 20 years. I wrote it. It was painful to write. So I never wanted to re-traumatize myself and go through those years again.
What do you think about Karrine?
It's crazy how you can rewrite history. Yeah, man, it's crazy how you can rewrite history like that. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, you was fine with it. Even in your book, you just said it was a little party. You was there with your boyfriend at the time. But now it's like I'm not so sure. Like, come on, man. Everybody's about to jump on this Diddy bandwagon. He's the bad guy. Stop it, bro. It's damn near overwhelming.
Yeah, I think she's trying to sell more copies of her book that was 20 years ago. You know, people will probably be infatuated to see what's in it again if they haven't read it, or if they have read it, to go back and see the names that she actually were associated with. Some of those names being Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. But she admitted to being passed around, and she said because, you know, she was basically a drug user at that time, she didn't mind. You know, she didn't mind doing all these things, and Irv Gotti was really her pimp. You feel me? So, I mean, why are you trying to go after Diddy when, you know, Irv Gotti was the one that sent you to Diddy as a gift? So there's no way, if you were a gift to this man and you knew you were a gift to this man, then there's no way he could have violated you because you knew what you were there for. So don't come acting like, oh, you was some innocent woman there that may have been taken advantage of now that you knew that he was slipping roofies and stuff in women's drinks, right? Because you knew what it was off the rip. So you can't come back and say that. You can try to sell your little book or whatever, you know, try to sell more copies of your little book or whatever, but, you know, don't come on here thinking that we're going to believe you saying that Diddy might have violated you. You back? Can you hear?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm back. I don't know. It's lagging super kind of crazy today, but we're gonna rock with it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm finished with my little spiel on Karrine. Shout out to the people on Rumble.
Oh yeah,
Man. Hey, y'all acting a fool on Rumble
yeah.
over
I'm
there.
done with Karrine too, man. Hey, y'all get in the chat, Rumble. Let us know what y'all think about this situation when women now feel like women can't. Women now are just now understanding that maybe they've been violated in the past, because you know, back in the day when they say no, it was like that first no might have meant yes, but now they're gonna say, well, he did say no, and he kept being persistent, so I just gave in. So a lot of us could be under scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing from your uncle back in the day was that first no might mean yes. So it's like, what's really going on here? They can rewrite history now. You know what I'm saying? First you tell your young boy why he courting. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared. You gotta take control. Now it's like you gotta damn near write a whole consent form out. You gotta say, yes, I was able to kiss you on your cheek at 10/26 Monday 2027. It's like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on? You can't be fully covered. And if a woman can just enjoy herself 1 year and then the next decade feel like she got taken advantage of, no man is going to be safe. No president has to be set somewhere here, bro.
But even during consensual sex, you still have to be careful, right? Because a woman does have the right to say no or stop at any time. That doesn't mean just because they started it, you know what I'm saying, that you have a right to finish it if they said no. So it's a very thin line right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's even if you're married too, because you can rape your wife. So yeah, you just have to be. Everybody has to be in the same headspace, and I feel like if you have doubts about that person, then maybe you need to pull back, say, hold up, you know what I'm saying, before you actually go any further. Because, hey, it's a touchy subject right now, and people are getting sued backwards and forwards. This is the new scam, you know what I'm saying? So, especially those celebrities and people out there that have money, you know what I'm saying, they have to be extra careful with who they have dealings with, especially sexual relations, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. It's a very thin line these days that we tread, man. But in other news, Slim Thug went live with the dude that jumped off the third floor of the Galleria and broke his legs.
Now, what was the injury report? What happened to you, my brother? What happened when you hit the ground? What they do? What you break?
Injury report. I hit the ground. Shit, it was a big impact. Big impact. You feel me? I just knew my shit. I just my second out fracture, so I knew the pressure that my legs was snapped and had my ankle was snapped for sure.
Damn. So did you break something or what? What happened?
Hold on. Let me show you what all I broke, brother.
Damn. That shit crazy.
Feel me?
Oh shit.
That's an ankle that been snapped in half. That's the one that snapped you. That the blood was coming from on the ice skate ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the other leg? You ain't fucked that up?
That leg
Yeah,
look
I
like it's
busted
okay.
my femur in this leg, and I broke my hip over here on the left too.
Damn. God damn. So what they say? How long they say this recovery gonna take?
This recovery only gonna take. I'll be walking within 3 to 4 months. You feel me? I'll be big on therapy, big on exercise. But I'll be all the way together, really, really good. Being damn near able to jog with you, how you do it, man, and goddamn it, a year.
Did you hear that boy say he broke his femur or something? He was definitely lucky.
Yeah, it was beyond lucky, but it's just it's too retarded for me. Like, I really don't understand the logic behind anything that he did. It started off with him going to the mall, playing like he stole something from a boutique. He's already a felon, so he sees the cop and he's running. And then he sees a bridge, or, you know what I'm saying, like a Segway. So he jumps over it onto the freaking skating ring. And it's literally a real skating ring. It's not like a roller skating ring. It's an ice skating ring. So it's like, dude, everything you did that day was just dumb as hell. It would have been cool if you went to the mall, act like you stole something for your video, but you really papered up, you got money on you like you did, like you was. You could have just returned the stuff and be like, I'm playing. Cops would have came, let the cops know, hey, it's a video. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing around. Cops would, man, put that down, get up out of here, or stop playing around with the stuff. Boom, you'd have been good. But no, you want to run from them and then jump over the goddamn overpass. It's like, dude, that was just, I can't feel sorry for somebody that did so much dumb shit in one time.
Nah, for real. Like, why is you running if it's a prank? You know what I'm saying? That didn't make any sense at all. So I can't even believe that. Because if it's a prank and you standing in the door with the glasses and you see security coming at you, I'm saying, hey man, it's a prank. I got the bread if I wanted the bomb, you know what I'm saying? But then you take off running. And dude, what made you think it was a good idea? What made you even think that you was gonna land on your feet safe and securely, jumping 3 feet into an ice rink? You know what I'm saying? And they're ice
Way
skating.
more than 3 feet. Was that on a three?
I mean 3 stories. He was on the third level.
No.
They ice skating on blades,
Yeah.
right? So you know how thick that ice is, right? Come
Yeah.
on, man. Dude. You must
Yeah,
thought
man.
you was
Dude.
Inspector Gadget or something, man.
Dude, fuck he thought, man. He trying to be funny for the goddamn camera and end up gonna be funny walking for the rest of his life. And I just hate to see that. I hate to see that.
Yeah, that was stupid. But he did get something good out of it. I mean, he got to jump on live with Slim Thug. He got to chop it up. He had a little clothing line and he was showing off, and Slim Thug was telling people, to go support Old Boy clothing line, and they supposed to hook up and chop it up when he comes back to Houston for a checkup or something. He got to go to the doctor for. So he won in that aspect, but he ain't gonna never just really be all the way right again. He got all these pins coming out of his knees and stuff right now. It's just a sad situation, man. You gotta think before you do stuff like that, bro. Like I be saying, I know people be out here trying to get content, and I know content is paying good, but you got to, don't jeopardize your life for some content, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just wow. Speaking on other news, man, Cardi B came out to address the stinky BBL situation and also her relationship with Stephon Diggs.
And I have right now that love me down, protect me down, love me down, fly to me every weekend. A man don't make me. I make a lot of bread, but I know how he got to come over here. I don't know who made that the up. Talking about people BBLs stinking, blah blah blah, BBLs. I don't know what type of did a video saying that about herself, but that's you. If you don't know how to wash your ass and you have bad BO, that's on you. I've been having a fat for 15 months.
Cardi gonna go out though. Oh yeah, you want to address it?
I don't know if it's lagging. Oh yeah. I told you. Oh no, that was on TikTok. I was about to say I told y'all last week, but on TikTok we had addressed this situation earlier in the week, and I said I'm not worried about it until Cardi come out and say something. All this speculation, she deleted the Instagram. Sometimes you just, as an artist, you want your Instagram to look a certain way. I mean, we put that picture up for that day because that's how I was feeling. I was with my boo. But right now, it's not going with the vibe. I'm about to have an album rollout. It's just not going with the vibe, the aesthetics. And I want everything to be copacetic. I was thinking from an artist perspective. Everybody thinking about, oh, they done broke up already. I'm like, bruh, come on, you can't assume that off of some pictures. Why we worried about it that deep anyways? Cardi came out and set the record straight. And she came out and set the record straight about the BBL stink. And she got a point. If you don't know how to wash your ass, then that's you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, hey, stop with the rumors. People, goddamn, let Cardi live.
Hey, that's definitely true about the brand, though. You know what I'm saying? You do want the aesthetics on your page to look a certain way. And she getting ready to roll an album out. So it might have been, all for that. It was all fun and games when they first got together, so she wanted to showcase that. You know what I'm saying? Now they pretty much locked in with each other. Now it's time for her to lock in on this album. So, maybe she want to clear that space. So, I get it. And that's exactly what I was saying. I was saying that, maybe she did it just to have people talking about something because she did wait a little minute. It's not like she came out and addressed it the same week it was happening. she waited a week or two to come out and address the BBL thing as well as her relationship. So, maybe she just wanted to stir the pot, get people talking about it. She got an album about to drop, so the more her name is circulating, hey, the more she can promote that album, and people gonna be looking for it.
I salute it. I salute it. I'm starting to like Cardi. It is hitting, but it's just like it's not the same stratosphere as Nicki to me. Like I know Nicki ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. I just want to let people know that her music is good, but when y'all start butting it up against Nicki, it's like stop. Nicki is that. She's this, and it's just different. Well, I'm liking Cardi music though.
No doubt. I'm gonna have to share the screen on this next one because I forgot to upload it. But the topic for this next segment is about this husband that was cheating on his wife. She's a hard worker. I think she was like a CNA or something. I know she was in the healthcare field, but he was giving his side chick $1,000 every 2 weeks for her bills and stuff. And then dude get on there like he unapologetic about it. I mean, his wife was truly disturbed, but he got on there like, we going through something right now. We gonna work it out, and that's pretty much all he had to say, right? So let me log in right quick. Yeah, we gonna get into that. Yeah,
she gonna be gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She gonna be gone. I mean, she was standing by his side, like she was kind of looking like she was quiet. She was standing by his side. She didn't want to, I guess, embarrass the situation even more than what it is. But now that this public attention's out, it's gonna be all type of dudes in her DM talking about how they'll do her right and everything. She gone. Like she got a lot of you know what I'm saying, opportunity. At first she probably felt like, who gonna want me now? I had these kids, my kids probably grown. Yeah, choices. Now she got choices, and it's just like he's manipulative to even be like that. He should be remorseful. But the way that you took money out of the household to pay for somebody else's household is already a fuck nigga flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand if you had kids over there, she knew about the situation when it was going down, you could have did it like that. But when you do fuck shit like that, you shouldn't even be rewarded with the hard-working woman like that. And that's faithful, and that obviously loves you for you, but you want to take advantage of that, so you deserve to not even have that anymore. In my opinion, she should get up and go on.
That's what I was saying. Dude didn't even apologize, though. We finna get to this video, and I'm gonna show y'all. But yeah, you gotta have some sense of remorse. Dude didn't even apologize. He was just like, "Oh, we going through something, but we gonna work it out." Like, if you ain't about to work it out, you gonna keep cheating on this woman, and you think she's stupid? Like, really? But here we go. Let's get into this video, man.
He thinks she head and heels in love.
I want to tell my husband Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, wife. Appreciate it. I want to get this booty hanging from a bridge right here.
This morning I got a call from a young lady. She been in a relationship with my husband for 5 years since he been dealing with multiple, women. For the last 2 years, my husband leave out the house at 7:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m. and don't come. I work extra hard. This girl said my husband give her $1,000 every 2 weeks for her bills and stuff like that. She told me she lied about her name. She told me everything that I never fucked nobody on. Never fucked nobody. I know three different people for a fact. I know he fucked. We went through a lot. We got past that shit. But I'm just tired of being number one when I know it's somebody out there that want to call me, that want to talk to me, that wants to be around me, that, you know what I'm saying?
And we can talk to y'all and we can do whatever y'all say. But at the end of the day, this is my wife. I love her. We going through something right now. She hurt. But We're going to make it right. We're going to make it right. People go through things.
Can't make
We go through things. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
The look on his face, dog. The look on his face tell you he don't give a damn. The whole look on his face tell you he don't give a damn. What she talking about, what we talking about, what they talking about, what he talking about, he don't give a damn. Look on his face saying, hey, I got this. She ain't going nowhere. He's a confident motherfucker.
He's confident. He might be abusive. It's like, what's going on at this point? She don't seem like she's scared of him. She seems like she's deeply in love, but at the same time, she seems like he can take it there. I don't know. It seems like he got some type of abuse power going on in that situation because he's holding her and she can't even look in the camera. She's cowering off and she's literally hurt. Now, she did bring it to life herself, so I can't say that he's forcing the camera on her, but at the same time, I don't he's manipulative, man. That's just crazy.
And she's ashamed. That's why she didn't want to look into the camera. She's ashamed, but she know she needs to get away from that situation. And it is the manipulation factor. You know what I'm saying? It's psychological. He playing a psychological game with her. And she's sitting there thinking that things might get better at some point, but they ain't gonna never get better. And he gonna keep doing what he doing. And he taking your money, paying some other woman's bill with it. And she got some other dude, and she's basically telling her friends what a sucker your man is, and you's a sucker for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She gave the dude a fake name. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. So dude out here getting tricked. He tricking for real. You got a fake name, probably ain't even touching it. If she got a fake name, you probably ain't even putting hands on her. You know what I'm saying? Like touching her physically in a romantic way. Like he probably ain't even smashing no girl. He just giving her the money. That makes you even look more crazier. Nah, he gotta go, bro.
Why would you want to take?
We're gonna see how. I mean,
why would you want to take that much money out of your household every 2 weeks? You're giving her $2,000 a month, right? You taking $2,000 a month out of your household to give her. Come on, man. And she probably ain't even worth the $40 that niggas be paying.
Exactly. Come on, man. Nah, just on that violation alone, he got to get the fuck on because it means you didn't care about my well-being or us trying to elevate. What if we trying to get out this apartment? What if we trying to, you know what I'm saying, get our credit straight, but you want to go trick the money off to some bitch that gave you a fake name? Yeah, you a dummy because I'm out.
And then he on there. Yeah, we going through something right now. Yeah. We working on it.
Yeah, if this was the 90s, he'll be cool. But that's some fuckboy behavior now, man. Especially if he ain't bringing that much to the table. Well, I don't know what he brings to the table. I'm just speaking on that.
Well, one thing I do want to say though, this, baby girl. I don't know what that wig was you had on that live, but I ain't feeling that. I ain't rocking with that right now, man. You gotta come on, man. That wig looked so. I don't know if you had it tied up in the back. But it looked like a wet duck or something back there. That's all I want to say, man.
She said she be working hard, man. She probably had just got off of work. Just had to get that off her chest.
But on the other news, man, Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson seem to be a thing right now. Klay came out, posted some pictures on his Instagram with Meg. So yeah, they seem to be an item right now. How do you like this matchup?
I mean, I'm liking it, but I don't see how that's. Megan is a makeshift, more like a. I don't see how that's going to blend. I feel like Megan could put that in, but she's too ratchet for him, and I feel like he did everything right. You know what I'm saying? college boy, the success story. Why is he with her? You know
See,
what I'm
I
saying?
said
Like,
this.
what is Megan? Megan's faking this.
I said this. I
Go
said
ahead.
people was gonna say. I said this. I said people was gonna say Clay is too clean cut to be with Megan. Like, why?
In my opinion, why?
I don't know. I mean, maybe she trying to change her stripes. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I could see her morphing into something, but I feel like that's not the real her. So that side's gonna come out. But she might be healed and came out that cocoon, and she might be the little butterfly. But I don't think so, bro. I think she's still wilding, and I just don't. I don't like her for Clay. Don't get me wrong. She's beautiful, outstanding, a great rapper, nice catch. But I just don't see the vibes. I don't see the vibes.
Think she might be a little too ratchet for Clay, huh? You don't think Clay on that type of time?
I think she might be a little too ratchet. Yeah, man. Nah. Unless but I'm saying she gonna morph into something and she can be that. I know because I can tell how she can really be that side. But it's just she can't deny her other side too, though.
Clay might just look like that though. Clay might not be the type of guy we think he is though. I mean, he looked like
That'll
you
be
know what I'm
lit.
saying, clean cut, well presentable. You know what I'm saying? Like the man everybody want to take home to mama type.
Yeah.
He might not be like that in real
But
life.
that'll be lit. Now Clay, now she can pull that personality out on Clay and can give him 3 more years top notch. And then you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with that though. I'm fucking with that. But I ain't seen it. I ain't seen that from Clay. When times got hard at Golden State, he ain't talk shit and nah, this me. He said fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he the non-confrontational. He ain't trying to deal with that type shit. He ain't trying to be ratchet in the club. He ain't trying to address you if you too flirtatious with niggas. From what I heard, how Megan Thee Stallion gets down. So I don't think that's gonna be his stilo. But if he can check shit and turn up with her, I'd love to see that side of Clay myself. Give him 3 more years of revitalization. I think it'll impact good on the court, long as it's constructive.
But I mean, maybe he can turn this 304 into a housewife. Sukiana said she was a hoe that got turned into a housewife, so she said it is possible. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see how this will play out. I'm not gonna say they don't look right with each other. I think they look right. They look all right as a couple. I just don't know if the personalities match. But hey, I'm just outside. I'm just an outside observer. You know what I'm saying? And if they feeling it, then I'm feeling it for them. You know, I just know Megan don't stay in one place too long.
Nah, but you're right about that. To the eye test, they are an amazing couple. They look good together from these pictures. I ain't gonna lie. But the personalities, I think they're gonna forget mesh. They're gonna collide.
But I mean, we will see. But hopefully, for Clay's sake, because I think Clay is a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? He's got a clean cut image so far. So for Clay's sake, I hope this doesn't play out in the media. If they do break up, it could just be a mutual parting of ways that don't get too sloppy, especially to the level of what Tory Lanez had to go through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not
Oh yeah.
saying right or wrong in that situation. I'm just saying I don't want Clay to have to deal with anything like this when it comes to this relationship, right? That's all I'm saying. And I don't think he
Yeah.
will. I mean, I'm not saying he gonna pull a gun and pop her in the foot or nothing like that. What I'm saying is, I just don't want to see their breakup play out in the media if it comes to that.
Yeah.
But it's a fresh start. And say that's all the topics that we got for y'all tonight, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Spinning the Block Media. Say you can catch us on TikTok sometime during this week. It'll probably be like a Tuesday or a Thursday. I mean, a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Um, yeah, we'll be covering the latest topics that's gonna break this week. we won't be visiting anything from last week, trying to get our presence up over there. So if y'all follow us here, make sure y'all following us on TikTok and our other social media platforms at Spinning the Block Media. I'm Derek Demure.
And it's your boy DJ Designs.
And say, Spinning the Block Media, baby, and we out.